Rigged up, and I am going to be hitting play on game number 3 of Team Mountain versus Infernal. Ooh, I'm going to turn that down a little bit just for my own eardrums, and so that I can focus a little bit better. But yes, this is game 3 of day 1 of the scouting grounds between Team Mountain Drake and Team Infernal. Slowly making my way through the scouting grounds and trying to assess the success of these teams, and mainly, honestly, just practicing casting skills and stuff. It's the first time I've had the webcam going, so we'll see how that goes. I'll try and not look too panicked while I feverishly look around the screen and see what's going on. But as far as that goes, ooh, Sir Kenji maybe making his slow way back after basing in use, and not sure why he left base so long, or after such a while. But either way, defensive positions from both teams. No team trying to be too cute or anything like that. Fake God standing on a ward there. Every team just minding their own business, making sure that nothing crazy can go on here. Fragus has definitely been the player to watch as far as being overly aggressive onto the enemy team's jungle. I've been making a lot of movements just forward towards the enemy side without much thought as to where or what the other team is doing, really. I hope maybe they shore that up. I mean, with him being on Olaf, will probably shore up some of those issues and let him kind of run down a lane, chop somebody down a little bit. But let's get going on that. I mean, we already started talking about Olaf. Go down the line of each side and see what kind of compositions we got going on. So, Fake God back on Urgot from the previous match. I believe I got the match history here. Yes, he was on Urgot. He eventually became too much of a problem on the side lane. Victor was beating him up there a little bit, but I think Victor was probably taken away from Misty Stumpy this time around. Greg is on Olaf. Been focusing on trying to pick up the early game power of the Xin Zhao. We see that Sir Kenji is on that now, so probably was denied that. I would imagine it was Urgot first pick, because we don't have access to pick bands. Just guessing here. Urgot first pick and went over to Aatrox and Xin Zhao. Actually, do we have that information? I don't think we do. We just see the bands that came out. I'm not sure about the pick order there. But either way, I don't know the results of this game. I don't know which way it falls. So excited to see how it ends up. Really just averting my eyes anytime I go into LoL esports, making sure that I don't spoil anything. Of course, they have the spoiler, yada yada. Well, anyways, I digress. Let's talk about these team comps. So, Urgot to bully in lane, get that advantage, take away Aatrox's ability to use the full usefulness of his ulti. Sir Kenji actually on the offensive now, trying to mess up Fragus a little bit, giving him a little bit of payback for all those invades. Sir Kenji gonna get pinched on here. LeBlanc is sitting on the side. Flash in from Colin. Sir Kenji trying to find his way out, but gonna meet with Syndra here and gonna be falling to Olaf. So a little bit of reversed roles here. Sir Kenji oversteps his bound. Team's not able to help him at all in the jungle. It was just too much to overstepping the Xin. People want to get into each other's business, and while he does excel at that in sort of solo queue and such, maybe in these more team settings, maybe not the greatest, because those comms let you react a little bit faster and sort of takes away that success that Xin has in the solo queue, where you can just be like, oh, let me jump in on you, sort of act on you before the rest of the team can collapse. But we saw, you know, Mountains, bottom lane, and mid laner shift towards that. Ooh, missed up the combo there and just dodging out some skill shots. A little bit of back and forth. Prismal just gonna jump out. That was quite the arcane shift there. That was quite the range. I mean, just to pop back really far. Ezreal trying to get his best out of there. I think we're gonna just see this keep going back and forth. Misty Stumpy should be able to get out of here. Oh, actually no, gets blown up by the damage from the Urgot, and the Olaf does not use Flash. I don't think he was expecting that himself. And Prismal just keeps getting denied the base here, which is pretty obnoxious. He does have Kleptomancy, so trying to use, maybe pick up something here, but Infernal interested in doing a dive here. Gonna get some damage onto Tactical and probably prevent this. But now, ooh, tactical jumping forward, and Ignite going to be taking out Alistair. Very aggressive from Team Infernal here. Ooh, and a lot of back and forth. Soraka nearly falling himself. Prismal almost getting caught there. One more shot and would be taken down. Advantage over to the Zaya and Soraka here. Not much of a surprise with the long-range support. And Call in sort of flubbing a little bit of a few engages there. Prismal not able to go as hard as he has been in this past games of the series so far. Tactical and Duo King taking advantage of that. And we did see Duo King play Soraka quite a bit already and find major success, but we'll get to that after we finally talk about these gosh dang team compositions, now that maybe some things will slow down here a little bit. A little bit of a stun out of there, just back and forth. But imagine is going to slow down a little bit. I mean, this is looking pretty nice for Fragus. He's going to have a lot of control of this game, but not level 6 yet. But anyways, Urgot will do well into Aatrox. Matchup we've seen all before. He's hit level 6, so he's going to have a little bit of control in that lane for now. Does have that kill advantage in there already. 6-6. Syndra should be able to deal with LeBlanc pretty easily. Bit of a skill matchup there. Can line up the stun very easily. Fragus still not afraid to invade. Going to go into the level 4 Soraka, and Soraka has got to get out of there. Going to be popping over with the Blast Cone. Getting very low, though. Xin onto Syndra and LeBlanc following up. Saligo getting very low. Ignite drop down on him already. He's going to just... Oh, actually falls to the last tick of Ignite. I thought he was well and safe. Fake God following up with the teleport and trying to find something here in the lane. Maybe ulting. But Fragus moving up too far and handing over a kill to LeBlanc. And 2 kills on LeBlanc this early on. I mean, 20 CS behind is definitely going to hurt, but going to be putting stacks onto the ring to get more AP damage. And that is something you do not want to see that early onto a LeBlanc. Going to make this laning phase for very easily. The shutdown gold going over to LeBlanc as well from Fragus. Really overextending there. I think Fake God probably thought he was going to be able to get his ulti off and get a target low enough to activate that on the backside. So a lot of action actually going on early. Ooh. And we see Colin moving in on the side. Going to knock back the Zaya here, but not enough damage so far. Ignite dropped, but Tactical playing it very calm and safe, but doesn't have much means of getting away here. Only the Soraka, and Duo King actually moving up too far himself, getting a little too low. Tactical seemed to just take that a little bit too slow. Maybe not expecting Fragus to show up there. Seemed a little bit odd. Maybe a lack of communication. Maybe he thought he had flash or something like that. He was sitting on, hoping to maybe hit 6 in time to pop his ulti. Either way, kill going over to Fragus. That's a 3-1 Olaf. Going to be able to run past sort of the stun threats, get back to that Soraka or Zaya pretty easily. We'll have enough protection on Team Mountain from the Alistair and sort of the... Oh, Xin actually going hard onto Prismal. Prismal getting very low, still only level 5 right now, but going to be pushing. Colin able to push off Sir Kenji. Strumpus moving in, getting pick up the kill onto the Alistair. Fragus able to get Infernal Drake for their team, and I think was forced to use Flash on the backside to avoid a death from LeBlanc. So that is a 3-0 LeBlanc. Chains getting used on Aatrox, getting pulled back in. We see that how this interaction is rolling out. Misty Stumpy getting pretty low. Fake God does have Flash, does flash forward, not able to get it. Turrets going down onto Fake God, and actually Fake God is going to be the one that gets outplayed this time. Going too hard, they're too confident with the Urgot advantage there of getting the ulti off. You don't quite get the kill. You get the satisfaction of getting the chains in that kill. But Saligo is coming in. He does have ulti. Not dropping any Qs. I don't see any balls on the field. Going to make this kill easy. Doesn't need any more balls, though. Just the 3 from the ulti. Going to pick up a kill for himself. And with almost a well over 30 CS lead against LeBlanc. I mean, that's about 2 kills. I mean, close to 2 kills over on the LeBlanc now. Pretty about there. A little less than that. Maybe 1.5. Oh, LeBlanc actually going double rings here. Ooh. Really trying to spread her wings here with that. Ring for both hands, I suppose. But we do see 4 members of Infernal moving their way towards bottom side. Fragus calling this move as well. Showing support. Urgot making his way towards mid to push that in. Force a LeBlanc to return back to lane. So canceling this engagement. So right now... Alright, Saligo gonna have lane it, able to get that kill mid lane, so that's gonna help them quite a bit. In Mountain, a lot of things working well for them so far. I mean, the 3 LeBlanc always going to be a major threat for them. But Team Mountain doing a great job of playing through Olaf and getting some damage out. And I guess actually doing the... Oh, Strange Hex Flash, but going in anyway is going to be going onto Duo King. Duo King getting pretty low, forcing the ulti out, trying to get the damage out onto Duo King. Xayah still very healthy. We see Fragus moving in on the bottom lane as well. Not going to make anything happen here. Stromp is getting the stun out onto Saligo. We see Ignite. Stromp is just a really slow kind of clean combo, and Saligo not really doing much to answer that. So that is a 4-0. LeBlanc looking pretty scary. Oh, we're back in on the bottom lane. Tactical going to be dropping ulti. Prismal force back pretty far. Colin out on his own here a little bit, trying to get some damage onto Duo King, but now Prismal moving up too far with an arcane shift and showing his aggressive tendencies. Ignite not going to take him down just yet. We see Alistar going in again. Mountain actually able to pick up double kill in the bottom side. Just barely a kill onto Urgot. Fragus here now might be able to pull off the 2v1. Gonna at least punch through the Aatrox ultimate, but Strompist here now. Fragus has got to get out. That's the end for Ragnarok. Able to judge the change out of Strompist and should be able to get out of here. Actually, chains going down onto Strompist. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Frag. Oh, no, actually. Ignite or anything? Minion damage? Able to get the LeBlanc, so. Turn kills. Getting the shutdown onto LeBlanc. Good stuff. So. Things definitely going well for both sides here. A lot of action. Aatrox teleporting down onto an overextended Team Mountain. Does not have flash right now, just trying to get anything. Forcing Call Lin away. Going to take the death here most likely, but those 2 kills put a shutdown gold onto Call Lin, so this is going to be a nice prize for Infernal if they can make it happen, but they're going to pull off because the Syndra is there. Not going to be picking up a kill, so some slow plays, but good on Alistar to make his way up through the top side, get support from his mid laner. With LeBlanc falling, all that gold going back over to Olaf. Oh, and Stromp is not afraid at all now to continuously just jump onto Saligo. This is going to be very rough. We do see that there's that CS advantage significantly in front of Saligo, so it is not that... The advantage is not as large as it could be. We're going to definitely see Strompist continue to punch his ticket into a free mid lane. And Olaf making his way onto Duo King. Pops Ragnarok. Duo King does not have much of an answer. Hex Flash channeled. But it looks like miscommunication on which target to jump towards. They pull off the Soraka. Not able to get that. Got so low. Maybe thought they had Ignite available or something to deal with her. But dropping the True Shot Barrage. Not in range at all of the Soraka. Deal with her. Saligo getting forced off the turret. Zim making his way, trying to get that first turret blood gold. Make sure that they keep that gold, or get more, or at least get a significant gold advantage. Ulti dropped on a Strompus, so pushing back LeBlanc for now. Zin actually getting really low, so Syndra actually punching quite a bit of punch there. Nice one, Thomas. Great flow. Anyways, pushing off the jungle and mid laner of Infernal, keeping them busy towards the top side. Might give Prismal the chance to get this mid lane turret, and that just happens. Xayah might be able to get that turret in the bottom side, and does get answered, but that first turret blood gold going over to Prismal going to help him out considerably. We see quite the interesting dive going on to Infernal here. Stromp is still very strong, trying to get the chains out onto a target. Alistar actually going to take out the LeBlanc, though. Aatrox doing his best to survive. Going to be using the pass of the ultimate to cut through. Going to get knocked back by the Alistar. Misty Stumpy should be falling down here next. 4 members of Mountain still up, too, going down on Infernal. Oh, Urgot's going to eat up Soraka. No answers there. Xayah on the bottom side, pushing. Not going to make anything more happen, really. Just see if you can get anything in the jungle. But this is going to be another turret, most likely, going over to Mountain. Mountain doing a really good job of pushing Infernal around here. Infernal really overextending. This all sort of started from Sir Kenji and Strumpus trying to... that strange sort of forced dive onto Sligo in the mid lane. Getting pretty low there from the Syndra. And then forced towards the top side of the jungle. Fragus and Fake God making their way towards that top side when Infernal were too weak to really answer and stuck around a little bit too long. Thinking they could maybe pick something up here, but LeBlanc getting bursted down before she could make anything happen. I mean, Alistar getting the kills here. Not exactly the champion you want to be getting the kills, but the kill spread is not actually that terrible. Ezreal is at least, you know, 0-0-5. It's not terrible to have an Ezreal in that regard. Should be finishing his tier here in about the next 3 minutes or so. Not sure what the number is on that. Hopefully we get them over there in a moment so that we can see that. But this Alistar sitting pretty, Colin making plays happen onto a lane that I thought was going to be out of their control. That early start for Infernal really doing wonders for them, but Colin continues just jumping back in, making great use of the Hex Flash, even when it looks a little wonky and a little dirty, still making it work quite well. Thank God, though, out here on his own. Sligo providing support, getting a lot of damage onto the Soraka. Ulti used and already taken out. Urgot doing fine and dandy against the LeBlanc and gonna pick the right target and Shane in the LeBlanc. I imagine he got the ultimate out onto the LeBlanc before the passive drop, so that was an easy just second R hit there after getting her very low. But that is what you want to do. That's why you target the Soraka first in these team fights. You force out that ultimate first when the rest of her team is already at full health. You reduce the usefulness of that ultimate right away, kill her, she can't support anybody else, and then you knock down all the other targets here. Soraka just in a bad spot there, really not expecting or respecting the fact that Sligo is going to be there. This game looking significantly in favor of Team Mountain. They've got 3k gold lead here. Is they able to at least get that turret, but with Rift Herald, that's going to be a turret just sitting in the bank for them whenever they want to go ahead and get that deposit on that. Let's see if Infernal want to get back in this game. They need that LeBlanc to start picking up some targets here. Not a lot of really great vision. They have LeBlanc in the side lane just trying to funnel more gold into her as she tries to close that gap on the CS lead just a little bit. You need to start getting some deeper vision, try and find some solo targets here. And Misty Stumpy, who's been doing so well for Infernal and getting so much done for them, it's not doing so hot anymore. Fake God not afraid at all to be going hard onto Misty Stumpy here. Oh, I'm gonna get through that ultimate here, and Aatrox does not have flash or anything else like that. Urgot is complete control of the situation against the Aatrox. Rift Herald moves bottom side, so that's potentially 2 turrets. They're calling back 2 members of Team Infernal to go ahead and maybe stop a second turret take here. With the focus towards the bottom side of the map, Mountain Drake doing a good job here of splitting attention between 2 different lanes. They have that pressure in the mid, they have the pressure on the side. They're going to have to split up and try and deal with that. LeBlanc not even getting enough time to sort of take that turret top side. You see Urgot doing quite a bit of damage along with Shelly there. But Inferno getting really split apart here. We do see LeBlanc coming in on the side here. Syndra setting up, throwing a ball up there to make sure that no flank can come in. LeBlanc going in, trying to get a kill. Actually picks up Ezreal very quickly. That is still a very explosively strong LeBlanc with that Runic Echo in her pocket. Maybe down on stacks on the rings, but still has plenty of damage to pop a squishy target here. Ezreal with his first death of the game. Doesn't have the tiers stacked up just yet. Probably eager to get started on that next one so they can get a shield maybe from Seraph's Embrace here. I actually see a Vampiric Scepter coming in, so maybe opting for a Blade of the Rune King. Help with a little bit of the kiting here, and just hope he can stay safe from the Alistar, and maybe the Olaf putting pressure on to his opponents. Hope that Syndra can maybe pop LeBlanc before LeBlanc can pop Ezreal, at least lock her up from pushing her combo. Sir Kenji again going a little bit too far. Reversal of roles here. And Sir Kenji, you are out on your own. Aatrox is not going to be able to help you. We already see one flash. Fragus going hard. Soraka dropping the ulti. Ragnarok going down, so no stun's going to stop her. Just gonna get popped down. Soraka falling down as well. Aatrox here gonna just dash over the wall. Nice and quietly. Tactical actually getting pretty low. I'm not sure how that happened. Maybe some scuffling in the mid lane from the Ezreal and Alistar. Mountain on the hunt here. Iceborne Gauntlet doing some work and gonna slow down LeBlanc. Prismal getting the revenge onto LeBlanc here. And with 3 members down of Infernal, Mountain's going to make the call to go on to Baron here. They've got complete control of this game. Infernal really on the back foot. Just lack of communication. Members just getting caught out left and right. Aatrox trying to make something happen here. Going in with his ulti to just try and slow it down. Give Infernal some time to get over here. Gonna get a kill onto the Syndra. Still rolling with the ultimate. A little bit of indecisiveness here. They're not sure what target to go to. Fracas falling down himself. Really trying to make sure that that Baron can happen. Misty Stumpy's so low now, but that ultimate is over. Xin is here. Does not have access to Flash and not going to be able to make that happen. Just trying to clean up the members of Mountain to get rid of that Baron. Mountain, you've got to get out of there if you want to close this game out here soon and have someone with the Baron buff. I'm sorry. Oh, it was actually Infernal that picked it up. So thank you, Mountain Drake, for handing over Baron to them. This just goes to show you sort of the lack of communication between these teams. I mean, to be honest, that could happen in a pro level. There's a little bit more of a sloppiness there. I think their professional teams would have maybe turned on the dime and gone on the Aatrox right away, killed him, and then called it off, probably. So, just overextending for the Baron a little too hard there, unfortunately. But Infernal with the Baron buff, things not out of reach yet. They are down 3 turrets. Should be picking up this top lane turret here. Infernal, though, are gonna have to find a way to deal with this Urgot. He's become such a threat. Ooh, Soligo gonna get the stun onto the LeBlanc and gonna be ultied and taken out very easily. Xin trying to make a play onto Soligo, but with the support of Prismal, gonna just run for their lives. Fracas on the side, though, and I think these are gonna be 2 dead members of Infernal here. Fracas just tearing apart Misty Stumpy. Sir Kenji pretty low himself. And Prismal jumping forward to take out the Xin. Nice play from Prismal. Just not afraid. Knows the amount of damage that Ezreal does. Actually, as an Executioner, is calling to reduce the healing of the Xin here as well. And the overall Soraka does not have access to that ultimate right now. But good call. I love it when players actually pick up the Executioner's calling. Against Soraka, please, people, just do this. It works wonders. It really helps deal with the healing issues. It cuts down that healing in such a significant way. But with 2 members down, Mountain just trying to exert their pressure on the Infernal side of the map. Ezreal out on his own top side, gonna be playing it safe though. LeBlanc gonna be forced to work her way back down towards the bottom side and deal with the threats there. Mountain just sort of making little jabs at the turret, not going super hard now. They know that they have the advantage. They don't need to be going too hard here. We see a ping out onto Ezreal, so they know that he's not there. But Infernal are sort of pushed to the limits of their base and gonna have to deal with that. So this Ocean Drake falls over to Team Mountain. So a lot of pressure in favor of Mountain. Urgot, I don't know how you're going to stop him right now. I mean, even specifically right now where he has Barrier and he's sitting on Ignite, he's can easily take out any target. Got a lot going for him. He has a stopwatch in his back pocket too. He's going to be able to kite you out damage you pretty easily. And just sending him in the side wave, and Aatrox is going to have to hope that he can survive here. I mean, Syndra is also hitting that threshold of, oh, let me just hit R and make it disappear. Esmeralda and Amakan to inflict those grievous wounds and reduce the healing as well. Really reducing usefulness of this Duo King on Soraka. Where in earlier matches for Infernal, when Duo King was pulling out the Soraka, I was really crediting that as a good option. You sort of play on the fact that people are a little uncoordinated in these team fights. Just keep resetting them with health. Make things easy. Gonna be able to chip this turret away. Colin going pretty low there, but Strumpist forced back after Syndra drops the ulti onto LeBlanc. Gonna just divert paths here for now. 6 turrets in favor of Mountain. But yeah, having the Soraka I think is a great idea, but Mountain seeing past that, finding ways to deal with the Soraka, and like other teams, probably saw a couple of matches of how well Duo King was doing on that Soraka and how the team played around it. And it was okay for when they were going against lesser teams, Infernal, and just dropping Soraka, letting her heal up teams in those awkward team fights with that. This teams that have been together for such a short amount of time. On Infernal side, what they really need to hope is just LeBlanc can pop a target before anybody can do anything. And we see LeBlanc popping on the backside, gonna try and get that kill onto Prismal. Zinj gonna jump in, get the secure on that. This is exactly what they want. Fracas, though, gonna be probably taking out Sir Kenji on the backside. Colin going low, stun out from the Soligo. So it's a 2-for-1, though, in favor of Infernal right now. Aatrox going to do what he can on the backside. Going to be able to take out the Syndra, and forcing back Mountain here can quite a bit. So 3 members falling down for Team Mountain. Infernal making a play, doing exactly what they needed to do. Stromp is going in once more. Fake God still looking pretty healthy here. Oh, actually, is oh my gosh. Zaya able to get the stun onto Urgot and get that kill. Zaya Kaisa, I just keep saying it backwards. His name's a little, there's the apostrophe in there. Whatever. Could make up excuses about that all day, but what I was gonna say is that Infernal really need LeBlanc to pop down a target, and sure enough, essentially did that. Needed Xin to jump on the backside to finish it off, but that is what happened there, and not a lot of vision and support of Mountain there to sort of predict that to happen. Mountain doing a good job when the Infernal oversteps their bounds and prevents them from those turret dives when they can see where the LeBlanc is going to be. Doesn't happen this time. LeBlanc, ooh, going to get knocked back. Nothing more than that, though, for now. So, game getting to a point where it could really go either way. One explosive team fight later. I still think a team fight scenario is going to be more for Mountain. And we see Fragus going hard again onto the Xin, getting Xin pretty low, just dropping the axes left and right. Stromp is getting pretty low, going to get popped by the ulti and taken out by Urgot in the end on the backside. Tactical doing what he can to stay healthy, but going to get blown up by a shotgun near Urgot and a ball by Syndra here. And Soraka, not much of a way to escape here. Misty Stumpy doing what he can to stop the minions here. Only 2 melee minions on the side of Mountain. Going to try and clear this wave as quickly as they can so that they can get to that turret and maybe get an inhibitor down here finally. Thank God, just tanking the turret shots to keep those minions healthy and make this turret a little bit easier to take. Going to take us down this inhibitor. Make their way towards Baron, get vision control of that. Ooh, okay, there we go. Alright, just question there for a moment. And whether they are going to secure that or not. So when the fight starts on Team Mountain's sort of tempo on their side, when Fragus can just get out one member, a lot of good things happen for them. And Xin, who Sir Kenji hasn't really contributed much this game yet, getting cut out quite a bit. The Xin just not showing a lot of good things so far this Scouting Grounds tournaments thing. The idea is always to do well early and sort of smash them, but the uncoordination of these teams making it harder for that to happen. Infernal, though, trying to make setup here into the darkness. Fake God maybe moving up a little bit too far. Xin gonna be going in, not able to get the CC onto it, but is Mountain gonna turn on this now? Infernal really trying to force the situation here. LeBlanc making her way in, trying to get in on the fight. Colin getting stunned up quite a bit, and gonna be the lamb there and fall for Team Mountain. But is Mountain gonna be turning in here now? LeBlanc actually falling on the backside from Soligo. Aatrox passive already going down from the ultimate, and Urgot making massive plays. Fake God taking out multiple members of Infernal. And it looks like Zaya is the only member down. Prismal gonna knock her out here. And that is a 4-for-2 situation here. Fragus and Misty Stumpy still playing it out. Misty Stumpy does not have ultimate. Fragus, though, getting pretty low is the... Nope. The increased healing, not going to help him out. So only one member left of Prismal. They do have big old super minion on their side, but they're going to call it off. They're not confident that they're going to be able to close this out just yet. A dragon is up for them to take. A second Infernal Drake is only going to make their side stronger. But Urgot with a nice ulti down the middle after popping Aatrox's passive. Didn't have to worry about that. Or ultimate, I'm sorry. Able to get an additional kill, just doing so much damage on this champion. And the fact that Strumpus fell apart, I imagine he got stunned up by the Syndra on the backside, ultied, and was not going to be contributing anything at all. An Infernal so dependent on LeBlanc blowing up a target, getting them low, and having someone else either finish them off or forcing a 4v5 situation there. Infernal trying to do the same thing again, just set up in the shadows. It almost worked for them before, and set up that 4v5. But in the end, I mean, Mountain still were able to take it up, just getting LeBlanc. LeBlanc, though, finding Soligo on the backside and actually reversing roles here and getting Syndra out. Infernal going to be looking for a fight, maybe. Just going to call it off now. They don't have the vision advantage for now. And don't want Urgot blowing up any of their members again here. But LeBlanc on the backside, playing around with Fake God, going to get the stun out and actually funnel in onto the Urgot. Urgot doing quite a bit of damage still, but should not be able to survive this situation here. Isaiah able to get the kill there, call in, doing what he can on the backside, but going to get, pinched on here pretty easily. And taken out. Misty Stumpy does have ulti. Stay healthy from the Soraka. So Infernal really picking up momentum here. True Shot Bra sent off. Picking up a lot of momentum here. Going back to playing in the shadows. Playing with their vision advantage that they're getting here. And Strump is doing a good job of coming in on the flanks, putting himself in awkward positions that Team Mountain are not expecting. And again, on that backside, sort of flanking, but is he going to get cut out by Syndra this time? There's a ward, so they do know that LeBlanc is there. If he jumps back, Syndra's going to be there, ready with a stun. Syndra able to, or LeBlanc able to get down the kill onto Ezreal. Infernal members, though, looking very low, and Olaf actually able to get the Baron. Soligo might be able to clean up here, and a single stun taking down two members. A triple kill going over to Syndra. Might able to get clean up here with the Penta, but LeBlanc going to jump in and take out Syndra here. But Baron going over to Team Mountain. I think Urgot and Alistair actually are going to have that to themselves and be able to force something here. And Super Minion's actually inside Infernal's base right now. Huge minion wave to deal with. So teams trading Barons here, and a bit of rough calls on the Baron here. I mean, it was good on Infernal to sort of get these advantages here, but individual members just stepping out of bounds a little bit too much, not respecting the threat of either side, and maybe just overextending a bit too much here, Just doing their best. I mean, gotta respect the fact that they are making these plays for these objectives here, and not just hoping for simple team fights. They're getting a pick and making a play, doing what they can. This Ezreal, though, really getting pretty strong here. Double tier items fully stacked. CS not mattering too much more here, as both teams are over 60k here now. That Xin does have Sterix and is not going to be contributing much to these team fights any longer. I mean, going to be able to survive, drop an ulti, avoid some of the long-range damage from the Ezreal. This is really where, Zin's going to be dropping off quite a bit. Not be able to contribute much except be sort of a body to maybe block some damage. Strumpus might be getting caught out here by Fake God. Fake God going in quite hard in this 2v1 situation. The rest of Mountain Drake not far behind, stunning up Aatrox, and be forcing the ultimate here. Out of Aatrox, so not going to have that for the next fight here. Fake God dropped his ultimate as well to force that situation out of Misty Stumpy, so both top laners without an ultimate. Mountain should be able to pop down this inhibitor. I don't know if we're going to be seeing a fight here. Misty Stumpy does have Guardian Angel, so not afraid to go in, but getting popped immediately and might actually get popped here unless Araki can do some considerable healing. Sir Kenji going in, though, on his own. Miscommunication here, potentially. Sir Kenji going to be falling here, most likely. Saraki uses the ultimate, but does not accomplish much here. Sir LeBlanc going to get knocked out here by the Syndra, knocked out by the Alistair. And 2 members down on Infernal and the rest of them low. I'm going to have to move back to base to heal up. Engage it onto Tactical here. Alistair going to be falling here. And damage. There is just not much for Infernal left to do here. Only 1 member falling in Mountain, and this Nexus is wide open. Another member of Infernal falling down. Everybody's dead. That's an ace in the bag for Mountain Drake. So, I have got to work on my speed here a little bit. That was a little high-octane match there. A lot of people dying. A little mistempo by me, definitely. For sure. I was just like, and then, I think I relied too much on the word so. So then, I think that was happening. I need to be a little bit more cognizant of that. Make sure I stop doing that. But anyways, thanks for listening, guys. Catch you later.